That's it's a pretty sick Moira. While you could obviously still play Destroy without the card Moira, she is a really powerful addition to this archetype. And I think if you're missing her, your deck is misbuilt by at least one card. I think I'm doing this. I guess I could do like this, but I only get 2, and I don't remember if I get another carnage back, which kind of sucks. I wish I knew the order she was going to generate them in. I think I do this, so if I draw Headpool or Deadpool, they can fit in over here. So we just do this to make all the deaths free, yes? The full, and this is why Moira has improved Destroy so much, is like, my opponent can't know that my hand is absurd, right? Like, just truly, like, the highest Moira roll of all times. Probably should have snapped a bit earlier. I would have snapped on turn 1 if I was snapping with this hand. But again, just for regular reference, I don't really snap when I'm playing, I don't snap when we're playing on stream. I don't want to chase, I want to be able to play these games out. If I snapped when it was optimal to snap with my hand, my opponent might have left the game and I never would have gotten to do this. And this is kind of sweet. Look at how little it is, chat! The little baby scar! Like, I don't think they're ready for this, chat. I don't think they're ready for the quad death. It's the ultimate destiny. No Moon Girl required. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, chat. She's doing it again. She can't keep getting away with it. Oh, I pressed the button. No, I didn't mean to. Don't leave. I wanted to end turn. It was an accident. It was an accident. This is actually really sad, because it means I can't eat the X23 and both of these. I think I want to eat these two more. Obviously, should have played these on the right. Punted. Chad, I have too many choices. Choices! Oh, we did kill Headpool by mistake, didn't we? Whoopsie poopsie. You'll note my careful sequencing here. By going Agony X23 last in the center, it meant that both of these couldn't land and fulfill here. You think the Rizola deck? In their Lockjaw? In their Lockjaw? Their Lockjaw Blink deck? Yeah, they look like Galactus. Alright, come get it. Cool. Nice mover set, bud. Pop quiz! Why did I play Nico Banaru on the right? Pop quiz! Why did I play Nico Banaru on the right? There's a reason. Couple people in chat got it. The Nico Banaru on the right means we beat Death Null in that lane. You never said there'd be a test. Yes, that is why. So I wanted to have 13 points here in addition to my null, so that way. Wait, have I null bonus something else? Oh, it had a Headpool buff. That's fun. All right, so we actually had 14. I forgot we had a Headpool buff on that. But yeah, I wanted to beat their copy of Death there. I think Death is more likely than Zola.
Rest in peace.
Wowza. Wowza! Can I get a way to blow her up here? This is a nuts Moira, but I don't have a way to clear it. So the X-23 unfortunately eats shit here. She does still give us an extra energy, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Which is nice. So my deaths cost 1, so.
Impressive.
What a game!
Do we just null and death out? No, I want to play around, I want to play around Teenage Warhead out of their pile of cards. Similar number of points on each side. Dodge the toxic one. Good shout if they have one tech card, they probably have them all. Exactly. So one of the upsides to not having Wolverine in this deck is I can wait till turn 2 to play this without anything punishing me for making that choice. Which is nice. That's true. I guess if we drew Carnage and we wanted to turn 2 Carnage, it could potentially be bad for us. Unlucky. Unlucky. How does this work? I'm gonna say how I want it to. All right, Carnage, please. Carnage, please. X-23. This is optimal, yeah? Yeah. We should have snapped a long time ago, just so we're clear. Again, like, I'm just not snapping. I'll try and be better about calling out when I should be snapping, but... If you were snapping optimally and encouraging your opponent to retreat, we should have retreated a while ago.
Change my underwear.
Rest
What a
in
game.
peace. Impressive.
You should snap the moment Sinister London appears through to Shreddick. Yeah, basically. That's not too far from wrong.
Rest in
We're gonna brick a draw. Oh no! Oh shoot! Crap. We are bricking a draw.
Hello.
Just gotta fade input on Alliance. Yeah, basically. This has to be the best destroy build right now. I really liked 11 of these cards before they released Headpool. And it's felt pretty clean so far. The Headpool animation is very good. Oh. Continue to knock it out of the park with all of those. Hooah! Sentinel Gamer. Cerebro 3 or Victoria hand. What type of persuasion are you? Ooh, punished. Hey, Bonk, thank you for the 1.5 years. I am having a swell week. Hopefully this rolls the destroy mode here. Cerebro 3 it is. Moira would be a nuts draw if we had a way to blow her up to a copy null and death. I think we're just chilling. I want to get caught by a Cosmo with my pants down. And so smart. SMRT. Do 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 do.
What a game!
Impressive.
Feels like we're dead. We have to go, unfortunately. They might not have it, so we'll use the retreat later function. Yep. They are also out. Oh, Cerebro. No, Cerebro, no problem. What does government closure mean if they continue? I'm not a conservative, so I'm not gonna lie to you and pretend that I'm an expert in something that I'm definitely not. One immediate short-term impact that's happening, that is factually happening, that I can confirm, is that a lot of air traffic controllers have been calling out because they don't get paid while the government shut down. That's true of a lot of positions, but that's like an immediate, this poses a safety risk type thing. As air controllers are now understaffed in various places around the country.
I definitely need to change my underwear. Hello.
Definitely need to do this now before they have a chance to pork it.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
And this was the best draw in my deck, because it means I can blow the Deadpool up now. This is pork, so I'm not using Venom. I can blow the Deadpool up and play Deadpool and Null next turn. And again, just for snapping purposes, if I'm gonna snap appropriately, I would have snapped before we co-mongered them. Obviously, they're very dead here at this point.
What a game! All systems go.
They really did not play around Killmonger. Destroy the end jump scares. Thanks for the over 2 years of support, Not Maggot. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Appreciate everybody hanging out on New Season Day, by the way. Great to have almost 1,200 people in here for some Marvel Snap this afternoon. Hope your Wednesday is going well wherever you're at, gamers. Title suggestion: this is the best deck to get ahead of the ladder. Excellent. 10 out of 10 would be begin. Hey, Ferguson, thanks for the almost 2.5 years. Welcome back. If you are someone who really likes Destroy, you should plan to invest resources in Moira. She made this archetype markedly better. Maybe I missed it, but why are you playing Agony versus Wolverine? Because Agony makes your Deadpool significantly better. Also makes your X-23s a little bit better. Alright, and then next turn we'll be able to Deathlock. We'll be able to Deathlock. Oh! Oh, they made our death cheaper. Cool. Cool. Now I can Death plus Null. They do have a 16 power Venom in their hands. Something of a concern, I suppose. Three, 6 free. I think it's just this, but obviously this loses to some permutations they have here. We could flip this coin in a very different way with a combination of Deathlock, Deadpool, Headpool, Nico Demon, this plus death, but this is both simpler and I think wins a number of outcomes here. That's actually a really good question. Someone said it sarcastically, but genuinely, while Headpool feels reasonable in this deck, I think if you're like, Jeff, I love Destroy, I have 6,000 tokens, who do I get first, Moira or Headpool? I think Moira is more important. Moira really pushed Destroy to a new level. She is a very, very good, very strong addition to the deck. This is Nico, Deathlock, Moira. Hoping for +2 power on Nico here. This game is so easy, chat. It's so easy.
Hello.
Hello. If I put Nico in this path here, it's worse if I draw Headpool or X23, so I think I just chill. Although, wait, no, I can't play those extra anyways. Wait, I'm always just doing this? Yeah, I'm always just doing this. I like. If you're missing Headpool, you should play Wolverine. It's the card this archetype played previously in that slot.
What a game! Hello.
Probably a bot, but the kills mean I could actually lose this, so I don't think I can sap them. All right, now I can sap them. Thank you, bot.
I definitely
Play for the right. So it's optimal to play for the center because this requires them to play for here and here. Is the TLDR.
Change my underwear.
Two heads are better than one, shit. They're so lovely.
Hello.
Hello. Didn't win all three, unlucky. All right. Well, I definitely want to do a full set with this deck. Destroy is both really fun and very good. I think we can push up into the 90s with it today at a minimum. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll be back with some more after these adverts. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you're enjoying the content, make sure you tap the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the stuff reach some more people. Appreciate the folks that have done that already today. When to snap bots so they don't leave. There's no guarantee on that. They all behave a little different. Getting to play a deck that's half one drops is my kink, chat. Half one drops is my kink. I like it a lot. I don't understand your English, Azazel. I feel like you're missing a word or mismatching something. So when someone was claiming I said Destroy wasn't playable on the letter, Destroy's been one of the best decks for like the last, since Moira released, for like the last month though. I've been banging that drum. Listen, Azazel, you gotta understand, my detractors have to make stuff up about me. There's not much there to be upset with otherwise. And it's nice, this deck too, you know, it gets around my greatest weakness, which is Crimson Cosmos, because your death can be free and your null costs 6, so it's a low curve deck that's not just hosed by that one is nice. You should snap on one if you're playing Destroy and Destroy's Lab, with most draws, the straw included. Jeff, why are you not snapping on one? Because I don't want them to leave. I want to play a game and make a big number. Want to play a game and make a big number, chat. That's all I want out of life. Woo, that's a good X23. I don't know that it's as good as my
Rest in peace.
as good as my fantasy one, but it's a pretty good piece of art. Oh, all their 3s are in their hand. Interesting. That's a copy of Death. Do you expect Zombie Carol to have a placer? I do not expect Zombie Carol to be good in stock Destroy. Maybe I'll be wrong, but my gut says she'll go other places. Yeah, maybe something with Nimrod.
Impressive. Rest
What
in
a game.
peace.
Can I get a Venom? And we know they have Venom in hand because the Zenlaw didn't pull anything out of their deck for them. So we could actually be cooked here. And Venom into null.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
We have Deadpool going and they don't though. This is what, a 40 power Venom? Oh my goodness! I almost said not Headpool before the draw happened. That to be, you know, that to be not Headpool. They're leaving. I think we're good here. Despite this, because like even if they have null doesn't double here, and I just go like 96 into Shuri's lab with these three. And I'm winning here. Yeah, Zola could have stolen it for them, but Zola's been getting pushed out of these destroy decks with the new, more efficient cards we've been adding, like Moira and now Headpool. I'm not gonna say you're never going to see a. I'm not gonna say you're never going to see a Moira again, or sorry, Zola again, but it's gonna be less and less common.
Rest in peace.
What a game!
All right, so I do this, and then next turn we go. We're not gonna get all the Deadpools back, but we'll get two of them. And then next turn we go Agony into Deadpool into Venom on the left. And so I'm just making my death cheap, gamers.
What a game!
And this pads null up if we draw it as well.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
The 8-cuber you lost earlier has someone bragging on Reddit about using that one to reach infinite. That's the one where they ran the rope all the way down and you said they were probably ghosting. Listen, chat. For me, it was just another Wednesday. For them, it was a really big moment in their life. Give it to them, okay? They need it real bad.
Rest in peace.
Hello.
We're gonna do this not because it's good, but because it's fun. So X-23 is about to go through some shit. Yep. This is gonna be worse than the Logan movie for her. Too soon. I just wanted to see how big the doll was. It's a good lesson to teach people how that works too. Got him. Yeah, we're just playing around Darkhawk, chat. It's strictly optimal here. Choosing to lose to Ronin and play around Darkhawk. Exactly. Oh. It's a pretty good opener. Anytime Moira generates a card that destroys your cards, feels real good. Who is the Ronin and what does he do? Asking the real questions. God damn it, Benjamin. Come on, Ben. I can't tell if Cosmic's a person or not yet. I'm leading towards no. We break one draw here. You want one extra draw to this? Get 2 extra energy out of it though too, which is nice. Gobble up these yummy X-23s next turn. Nope, looks like a human. Cool.
Apocalypse.
You won't need this anymore.
And a sweet looking Apocalypse. Ooh, and Khonshu too? Just big enough to stop the Power Man here. You haven't seen the opponent's build of Discard. It's one of the best new decks we've played with this set. Felt really pretty clean when we were playing it yesterday. Can I stay? Should I stay or should I go now? Do. If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, it will be double. They have an 8-power Khonshu. So this ties 8-power Khonshu over here. Breaker, give me the news! I got 4 points over you. 5 points? 5 points. Close. That's why Marvel snapping card games are great, comics. Because anybody can beat anybody, no matter how good or bad they are. It's one of the things that card games are a great equalizer. Yuck. Yuck! A big part of why I play card games and don't play things like chess, chat.
Impressive.
This current deck that we are playing is very good. I would be kind of surprised if Destroy wasn't still one of the better decks in the metagame. I would, at the same time, asking how Headpool's going, I would also be kind of surprised if there's another competitive Headpool deck in this game. I think he's probably a Destroy one trick.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you know, actually, I probably want to leave this in my hand so they're less likely to get rid of my Killmonger. This makes them 1 in 3 to disrupt me instead of, what's it called? Or 1 in 4 instead of 1 in 3. Sedge. Sedge. I think they messed up. I think they were supposed to Lasher my Deadpool. Yeah, Cerebro 2 for sure.
Hello.
Actually, I don't want to play this one there yet because I want the extra power to go on the Deadpools. Oh, I'm dumb. Mindscape's happening. I think I'm just gonna count on them getting rid of Mindscape. They drew a bunch of cards. They stormed the Mindscape every time, yes. Every time? Every time has been declared. Unlucky. Unlucky.
Rest in peace.
definitely need to change my underwear.
Impressive.
Why did Spider-Ham sometimes turn my card into a pig and for years that it didn't? Because it's been buggy since they changed it. I know he's a ham, but he's also a spider, so you know bugs happen. Who did I lose? I lost Null? It's annoying. Noted. Pretty good start for us here. We'll see the position to win all three. Thanks for the discard deck. You posted on YouTube yesterday, Power Man is the most fun I've had in Snap in months. I agree, Celery. Really fresh way to play discard. That's super fun. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. It's a good Moira replacement. You can replace whatever cards you're missing in this deck with Wolverine, but I will say Moira is a big part of what brought Destroy back to the top of the metagame. So if you like this archetype, I would make getting Moira a priority. This is a reminder to all of us here. They do have my copy of Null. I think I'm gonna hang out just because I don't really like playing Marvel Retreat, but it might be right to leave here. I just kind of like actually playing the game. Ah, they're tech carding me. I don't have a copy of Death yet, but it's not great for the home team.
What a game! Hello?
Do we ever snap back here? How the fuck am I winning this game, Struz? The actual question you should be asking yourself, am I ever leaving to stop wasting everybody's time? Maybe if I wasn't Mobiused out of death and my Null wasn't in their hand. Yeah, the peak took our copy of Null. I don't think they played Null this turn, though's the problem.
What a game!
I don't think they played Null this turn, though, is the problem. So, I have to leave because they have a free death on top of having our Null, just so we're clear. Their death is free. My death costs 8 because of the Mobius, but their death is free. For people who are bad at keeping track of stuff, aka most of chat. Snap a little bit because I would like to try and clear in the 90s, but probably gonna end with people leaving. Hoping to draw any of our ones here. Any of our ones. Wow, she's so good! I really cannot emphasize enough. If you like Destroy, you need to spend resources on Moira. If you like Destroy, you need to spend resources on Moira. She's really, really good. I think there were permutations of that last game we were capable of winning Dormammu. However, it was very optimal for us to leave, which is one of the many reasons why Deadpool's Diner is more fun than the latter, because I think it's sweet to get to stay in games that I maybe have a shot to win to play to the outs. It's sad. It's very sad after experiencing Deadpool's Diner to go back to, well, it's optimal for me to just go away here. I guess we'll stop actually playing. I miss the Diner so much, chat. Moira solves the issue of Destroy running out of gas. Yeah, she's just like extra copies of a bunch of different things.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
Why don't they have a mute all button in this game yet? Because you being mentally abused by your opponents is a feature to Second Dinner, not a bug. They didn't not have that at the start because of a technical hurdle. They didn't have it because they want you to be harassed.
What a game!
Do I want to carnage the left? No, I want to keep killing the Deadpool. We're running up the score here, gamers.
Victory.
All right, I want to end on a high note with this one. I think that's a pretty high note. Destroy is genuinely the most fun I ever have playing a stock tier 1 deck when it's good. And the newest additions to this deck, Headpool and Moira, lean even more into the things that I enjoy about this deck. It's allowed us to cut the big flashy Zola combo at the top end playing clunky cards. And this gives us way more really efficient cards that gives us interesting sequencing choices in the early game. It's really, really very fun and satisfying to pick the order I'm playing my cards out in and figure out what I'm lining up where. I don't like how they keep introducing new cards. how they keep introducing new cards and they make it so you need the other cards. I mean, that's just how card games work, gamers. You need a whole deck of them. If anything, I think I would make the argument that the best cards that release into Marvel Snap are the ones that need other specific new cards. It's the cards like this or this where you build around them and make specific deck building choices that I find are some of the most fun and interesting. Like, a generically good card like Merlin's okay on occasion, but if all of the cards they released were like Surges and Merlins that could go into a lot of different stuff and didn't really have many deck building requirements, I think that would be pretty bland. Yeah, I love cards that have really strong synergies that allow you to build in a couple different ways. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I think way too often, and this is the psychological aspect of the fear of missing out in these kind of games. Let's say you're someone who was playing Marvel Snap a year ago, and you don't have any of these 3 new cards that released in 2025. Was that even 2025? I don't know. Let's say you only have these destroy cards from a long time ago. If you fill in these other 3 slots with the cards this archetype was playing before these 3 newest cards were added, it's still a very reasonable playable deck. What's the classic destroy? It's Arnim Zola, Wolverine, and Hulkbuster, I think, if I recall correctly. This is still fine. Do I think the other one is better? Probably by a little bit. It at least has more interesting sequencing decisions. But is the deck unplayable if you're missing those 3 cards? No, absolutely not. You could still roll this deck up to infinite with good, proper play. And too many people get caught up on the, well, I can't play what I think is strictly optimal. And it's like, well, one, we don't even know if it's optimal. It's pretty much all vibes based. And my vibe is I like the other one better, but there's some recency bias there too, right? And I think too often people get caught up in that recency bias. And to their credit, these systems are designed to make you feel that way. It's not entirely on you. The systems are encouraged to make you have a fear of missing out. I'm gonna leave this here and I'm gonna call this stock destroy. But if you're missing a card or 2, you can substitute. In fact, just to highlight, I've got a really good piece of content I'm working on that hopefully is gonna be done this weekend or early next week. I wanna share a tidbit of it. What's a good one to show? So I'm working on what I call my ultimate. This one doesn't have exactly. What's a good one? Classic move. All right, so I'm working on a deck guide, and what I'm calling my ultimate deck guide for Marvel Snap. That's gonna cover like 60 different decks because there's so many decks in this fantastic deck building game. And one of the things I'm making an effort to do in this video is try and highlight and call out which cards are absolutely must-have in the decks and which ones are easily substitutable, and even what types of things you should be substituting them for. So like in this move build that'll be highlighted in the video, for example, the ones that I think you absolutely have to have are these 3 payoffs. And then the ones that are highlighted in blue here, those are your enablers. And there's a bunch of other move enablers that, like, if you're missing Hellion, or you're missing Madam Web, or you're missing Sparky, there's a bunch of other cards that move your cards around that you should go pick from to play this deck. Or you're missing Galactus First Steps, it's a Series 5 card. You could play a different 6-drop bomb. You could shove a Magneto or a Red Hulk or a regular Hulk even in there, or an Goliath, that type of thing. And people just love, people love turning their brains off and being told what to do too much, that when they see a deck that they're missing a card in, they just check out and they disappear and they complain, nope, can't build anything here. When in reality, almost every deck in Marvel Snap has a bunch of choices like this. There's a handful of cards where like, okay, you're missing these, look at something else. But once you have these, the key cards, there's lots of options for a lot of the other things. And you shouldn't be discouraged from needing to substitute a thing or two. Yeah, this is part of why it's taking me so long to put this together, minus the fact that there's 60 decks in it or whatever. Is like, I'm sitting down and going through and setting up all my slides for this and then recording, talking about them and stuff. But basically every major archetype in Snap that's existed over the history of the game, I'm gonna have a build that I like, and I'm gonna have it color-coded to kind of talk through what you definitely need, what you could substitute and how. That's gonna hopefully be one that we get to reference a lot, because I think it's the type of thing that a lot of people like to ask for, like, Jeff, I'm coming back, or I'm starting Snap, what are things to build towards, what do I need to work on, etc. So I've got like 30 decks recorded so far for it. I think I've got about half-ish way. All right, I'm gonna run an advert. I'm gonna run to the restroom while that goes. We're gonna play something else in Marvel Snap when we get back. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Don't go anywhere, gamers. If you're watching this on YouTube right now and you're enjoying the content, make sure you tap the like button. Appreciate all the folks that have done that already today. BRB.